Imagine stepping onto a stage, the lights warm on your face, the silence of anticipation hanging in the air like the soft tension before a storm. You take a deep breath, and every eye in the room turns towards you, waiting, wanting to be moved. In that moment, you are not merely a speaker. You are a storyteller, a guide, a spark that can ignite inspiration in those who listen. This is the magic of a TED-style talk, and it's much more accessible to you than you might think. TED Talks aren't about being the most charismatic orator in the room. They're about being real, being human, and connecting on a level that transcends words. Let's break down this mystique, layer by layer, starting with the most powerful tool you have, your presence. Have you ever noticed how some people walk into a room and it feels like the energy shifts, like the air suddenly hums with electricity? This isn't some mystical aura. It's the power of confident body language. Your stance, your gestures, your eye contact can speak volumes before you utter a single word. Think of your body as an instrument. It can play the softest whisper or the boldest symphony. Stand tall, shoulders back, feet grounded. This posture is not just an assertion of confidence, it's an invitation for your audience to lean in, to trust that you have something worth hearing. Your hands, often forgotten, can be your greatest allies. They can paint pictures in the air, emphasize a point, or gently guide your audience's attention. But presence goes beyond the physical. It intertwines with emotional intelligence, the heartbeat of any meaningful connection. Picture yourself standing by a river of emotions, yours mingling with those in the audience. Empathy becomes your bridge. When you acknowledge and understand the emotions of your listeners, you create a shared space, a common ground. Imagine speaking of loss, the slight tremor in your voice, the brief pause as you let it linger, allowing every person to fill in with their own stories of loss and resilience. This is empathy in action. Now let's talk about storytelling, the soul of a TED Talk. Stories are ancient, woven into the fabric of humanity. They are how we make sense of the world, how we learn, how we remember. When you craft your talk, think of it not as a speech, but as a narrative. Picture leading your audience through a landscape of ideas, with valleys of challenges and peaks of triumph. Take them by the hand from the ordinary to the extraordinary. Consider those moments in your life that shaped you. Perhaps it was that evening, staring at the stars, feeling both infinitesimal and infinite, when you realized your place in the universe. Or maybe it was a mundane Monday morning on the subway, watching a stranger smile at another, that taught you about the profound power of kindness. These moments are your stories. They are unique to you, and in sharing them, you gift your audience with pieces of yourself. Framing these stories is where persuasion comes into play. Not manipulation, but genuine framing, guiding your audience to see through your lens. Think of it as adjusting a camera focus. You highlight the details that matter, bringing them into sharp relief. You don't just tell them the facts, you immerse them in the feelings, the tension, the stakes. It's not enough to say something is important, you must make them feel the importance. And what of the words themselves? Ah, the poetry of language, how it dances in the air, simple, clear, evocative. Words are the brushstrokes on your canvas of communication. A well-placed metaphor can transform an abstract idea into a tangible reality. Imagine describing a team as an orchestra, where every member is an instrument, each unique yet harmonious. The audience doesn't just understand, they envision, they feel. Every talk has its rhythm, a cadence that carries your audience along. It's the pause after a poignant point, allowing the thought to sink in. It's the quickening pace as you build to a climax, the gentle decrescendo as you conclude. This rhythm is like a familiar melody, soothing yet compelling, guiding your listeners through your message with grace. Ultimately, the essence of a TED-style talk is not in perfection, but in authenticity. It's about standing there, vulnerable yet unafraid, sharing the truest parts of yourself. It's about recognizing that your story, your insights, your voice matters. And when you speak from the heart, you touch the hearts of others. So as we close this exploration, think of the people you'll reach, the minds you'll open, and the change you can inspire. Remember, your journey to the stage is not just a path of speaking, but of listening to yourself, to your audience, to the world around you. In this listening, you find the threads that connect us all. And perhaps in inspiring others, you find inspiration within yourself, a quiet yet powerful truth that echoes long after the applause fades away.